Oh man, rated M for mature.
I mean, why would that guy? I mean, if it were me, like, why would I be chasing that kid?
I don't know, dude.
What in Shadow's name are you? Apostle! You're dead!
Oh! He just punched him right in the ear.
Primary target.
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
He's like, but this is my home. Oh man, he straight clocked that guy. Gave him that right hook.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin?
Ramen.
Why am I tied to... Alvane.
Named her
You're not
after
dead.
his favorite food.
How in Shadow's
He
name?
lived like he died. Named
Eating
after
ramen.
cheap rice
I'll
noodles.
pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I
I
need
like this.
information.
This is a good opportunity.
What do you mean by
If you speak out of turn
To let
again,
Keon do
I'll
his
cut
work.
off your dick and shove it down your throat.
Rated M for
The
mature.
raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
He will lie. Unless I...
Oh no, Gianni is not screwing around here. So let's get this started.
Goddess. No. No! Ah!
I was the apostle. I brought pain to our enemies. In return, they confessed and converted without fail. If I was trained to make the devout denounce their own gods, do you not think I can make a goddessless child molester reveal his secrets?
Please. Please. No more.
Kind of a bummer about Keon's rigging on his face
tell
there.
you.
It's not exactly...
Everything I know. There will be a raid on the magic
Yeah.
ghetto tonight.
It's because of that face
Before
scar.
sunup. Commander Vamon is leading the unit himself. They have a list. Magicals. Humans who've aided the resistance. Suspected collaborators. It's a long list. They're planning to round up most of the magicals. Take them to the islands. Some, they're just going to kill. Their families. Their homes. They'll be burnt to the ground. It's retaliation for what happened at the keep. For the weapons shipment. Vamon wants everyone to know there will be consequences to the rebels' actions. That everyone will suffer because of the resistance.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
That guy broke really easy. I'm just saying.
Please.
Yeah. How do you... I mean,
Don't kill
that's
me.
the only problem with torture. Like, let's
I
get
won't
real
tell
about
anyone
torture
about
for just
this.
a minute.
About you,
Just
I
because you
can't.
inflict pain on
They'll-
someone doesn't mean that they're telling you the
They'll
truth.
execute me.
Yeah.
I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened. He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here.
I don't know.
If I
I don't
spare
like
his
this
life,
guy.
He could be of value to
I'll
us.
tell you what I did when I
Yeah.
played. I killed him.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
He has much to lose if he reveals what happens
My
here.
first instinct was, Keon's kind of done with this
You
dude.
deserve no
Yeah,
mercy.
right. And this is one of those situations, and I think I've talked about this before
Shadow
too,
take
playing
your
as the
black
character and not
soul.
necessarily playing as me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, usually if you're playing as you like spare everybody, no kill run through,
Yeah. You like take everyone out for
be super...
slushies.
Yeah, exactly. Super benevolent all the time.
I should have given him the sandwich and told him to eat fast.
Yeah. You should have killed him with the sandwich. Make it look like an accident.
Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
This literally comes out of my mouth every day. Yeah, so I guess it just seemed to me
The
like
General is asking questions.
Keon was pretty fired
I've
up
heard.
about that guy.
We
being,
must find
scum
Keon
of the
before-
earth, so I didn't feel like he'd
I'll
let
make
him
sure
walk.
Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere.
We didn't let the other lady
Tonight's
who
raid on the
betrayed
Magic Ghetto
April
will be a
Ryan
good
walk.
start.
What did
That's
he
true.
say?
Yeah, and
The
I
General
just
tells
have
me
some
that my
real,
men are sticking to the story.
I don't know,
but that some of the
ideological
prisoners
problems
are
with
spreading rumors.
the whole Keon versus Nane
It's of little
thing.
concern.
I just
will
don't
not live
understand
to
it.
see
It just doesn't
another
make logical
interview.
sense.
Yeah.
And arouse more suspicion. Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then
That's
try
a
not to act
weird
like
reaction.
one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon
seems
have
like a
other
weird
matters
law
to
to
concern
have.
himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him,
How so?
because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then, no one
will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time.
You already like
I'm as
walked up
hard
to
as
her.
Nigadi steel.
Yeah.
This is exactly the time.
Rated him from a chair.
That guy's got weird hair.
Dude, don't even get me started with that.
He's got
guy's
like
hair.
that. He's got like a rat tail that just never stopped.
Oh, the rat tail. There are some hairstyles that just...
I apologize for being late, but I have important...
Every minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Azadi was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman, I remember Mystery Woman. Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did.
Oh, we
They'll be
found
coming
him.
into the ghetto from the north and the east.
His sword
and they'll
found
have a
his
ship
throat,
blocking
too.
all traffic in and out of Shady Quay. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to reveal all that?
I did what I had to do to make him speak. He was in no state to tell lies.
Did what you had... Wait. You tortured him? That's how you got the information? We don't do that. Do we?
I would have done the same.
Color me not surprised.
It sounds like your intelligence is to be trusted, Keon. We'll prepare for the raid, and I'll tell our people to abandon Old Town.
Where's the officer now? Did you let him go?
Yep.
I ended his life.
You what?
He'd molested a child. He deserved death. He will languish in shadow for eternity.
I would have done the same.
I'm sure he deserved it, but won't they come looking for him? Also, it sounds like we lost an opportunity to have a valuable source inside the tower.
Yeah, but the dude was scummy,
Couldn't let
man.
him
Come
live
on.
after what he'd done to the girl.
At least you see her as a girl, and not just a magical. You made the right choice.
A molesty source
The
inside the
honorable
tower.
choice.
Right, exactly.
Honorable?
He's just gonna find a...
You think
a
it's honorable to murder a man?
gerbil or
You're
something.
both insane. Well, at least now we know what's happening tonight. So much from my sources. We've been waiting for a chance to show the Azadi we're not running scared. We have magic.
Potent magic.
Magic that goes boom! Big time.
Hopefully it's better than our
Maybe we can reduce
Invisicloak.
their numbers. Blow a few of those
Maybe
dogs
everybody
to
should
their
just drink
precious
some
first
Invisicloak and
mountain.
I know,
just
right?
scoot
Did you
past
really
the two
have to
guys
torture him?
at the gate.
I mean, sure,
just
Liko
telling
doesn't trust
jokes.
information unless it's
It
splattered
like only
with
works
blood.
on those guys.
And he's less likely to stick a knife in your neck
Just
now.
a very
and I'm
highly
glad
specific
that we know
magic.
what's happening
Right.
tonight, but
We
torture
developed this
and murder?
magic that lets you walk
mean,
past two guards.
that's
in
not right, Kian. That's
two
all kinds of wrong.
entryways. Whatever, man. I was the apostle. You're the one that rescued me, remember?
Yeah, no kidding. They wanted somebody of a particular skill set.
They knew what they were... They knew the cut of meat they were buying.
I mean, yeah, we didn't even talk about how we coerced a child into using like hazardous fireworks
Shh.
to make a guy run off. I mean, while we're being honest and everyone's asking exactly the right questions so that they can
and
judge me.
steel and everything else, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, that guy got it good. Oh, punched in the face. Is it a requirement to have that, like, very same goatee beard to join this army? Whoa! Whoa, that ragdoll physics. Look at that guy, like, on his head. Ow.
Who's there?
Dude.
You? However did you get here?
I don't know what you have to be smoking to, like, respond who's there when a bird caws at you. But it is strong.
Question from the chat by the Aurora. What parts of the game have you enjoyed personally more? The Stark areas in Pro Pass, the modern day, like, future stuff, or Arcadia?
You know, I feel like the modern day areas, they feel more kind of well
Detailed?
thought out, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
some of those, like, why were we talking to that guy at the end? Like, some of the Arcadia stuff feels kind of, I don't know, maybe rushed. Maybe that's not the right word. But a little less cohesive. I don't know.
Well, and you know, in some of the previous games too, Arcadia, the magical world, had more magical stuff in it. It seems like we're sort of just
Yeah.
wandering around thatched buildings.
I say that as, like, a very confusing cutscene happens.
Yeah. Yeah, everything makes sense here.
I guess their talk didn't go well. I don't know. Was she sleeping on the couch?
They're still trying to decide. Yeah, I don't know. She like when she's mad at herself, she sleeps on the couch. Nobody gets the bed.
Yeah, right. Oh. Turn that off. That's nonsense. What am I...
Picture me stretched out on that sofa facing the screen, and you have the Castillo Termes household in a nutshell.
I mean, obviously they want us to, like, do the Dream Machine thing, right? Like,
probably.
But I just want a sandwich. Preferably a sandwich made by a witcher.
Bouncy. Thoroughly tested for bounciness.
Excuse me, Zoe? You can sit on the couch. You know, I like to think that some programmer and game designer sat here for like 3 weeks just making this be a reality.
That's true. I mean, just thinking about, we were talking a little bit earlier about detail, and it's not really a question about the level of detail, because everything... I mean, when I play a game, I'm always mindful of the fact that nothing happens by accident. Like, these high-resolution models of furniture and environments and things like that, they don't just happen by accident. Everything is poured over painstakingly.
And, like, look at the design of this couch. Like, look at these, like, the way the bottom of the sofa interacts with, like, the legs. Like, that's kind of weird. I suspect this is the exact couch one of the developers has in their house.
Yeah.
It's not an IKEA model, so I'm not really sure what it is.
Suggestion in the chat to look out the rainy window.
Oh, can you even do that? I don't know, man. It looks bottomless. It's not really letting me look out the window, I don't think. And I think that's the only window, right? Oh.
I think so, yeah.
Lost my mouse cursor for a minute. I don't see anything else interactable in this game. Or in this room. So. Alright, well, I guess I mean, obviously this is what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
Like, this is a weird scene, right? Like, she just woke up and was like, I'm gonna get this Dream Machine thing out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like eating after you just ate.
That actually sounds really pleasurable. Hello, Zoe. What? I'm so confused.
Mira, do you have a second?
Depends. Are you done? I need those bots to go out tomorrow.
Almost done. I was wondering if I could leave a teensy bit early today.
Be kind. Rewind. Almost?
Mostly. I'm mostly done.
In your experience, Petal, what's my answer to a question like that?
One filled with expletives. But it's really important that
Of course it's fucking important. It's always important. It's never not important. You wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important, would you, Kuchia? So what's so important that you feel it takes precedence over the work I pay you to do?
It's my friend, Baruti. I haven't heard from him lately, and I'm worried about him.
And you can't just message the Banjod like a normal person?
I have. I did. He hasn't responded. I wanted to stop by the campaign office to see if he's there.
You know, there are ways of tracking an iris on the wire.
I want to do this the legal way, Mira. For once. Please.
Suit yourself, Jodu. You can abandon your responsibilities, but I will dock your pay.
I'd expect nothing less.
Just be here extra early tomorrow to, I don't know, what do you hate doing the most?
Sitting at my terminal learning more about neural programming. I really, really hate that.
Mopping floors. That's it. You'll come extra early to mop the fucking floors.
Mop the floors?
All right?
This building's like...
Yes. Fine.
30 by 30. It'd take her 5 minutes. Okay. Check in on Baruti at the Unity campaign headquarters. So we'll do this, and then maybe we will be nearing a good stopping point.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we're getting to the end of a book here, and I hate to stop like 2 minutes before it.
Right. That would be doing things
Zoe,
the Jeremy way.
Since I'm not answering your call, I'm probably busy. I'll ring you back as soon as possible. There are things we need to discuss. Urgently.
Wait, what? Wait, like, didn't we just leave to... And then he calls? Like, we can go back to work now. Just going for a jog in my weird jegging jumpsuit pants. Ah, goats. That lady's weirdly named.
Peace. You in the market for some augmentations?
Yeah, make me JC Denson. Let's do it. I guess not. Oh, interesting. Now we're going in the building.
Baruti? Are you here? It's Zoe. I'm...
Well, he's pretty dead.
Jesus. Baruti.
Did we give him the stuff?
Yeah.
This is an encrypted message.
Well, so much for the stuff.
Where did we first meet?
I'm sorry?
Where did we first meet?
We got lunch from Nella's food cart, and then we walked down to the bricks while you interviewed me. We stopped at the...
Hey, Cece. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry for dragging you back into this mess, but I need your help. Again. I've been through all the data now, and this goes much deeper than we could have imagined. It's about a lot more than bribes and payoffs. It all connects back to Wati Corp, to the Dream Machine. It's about giving Wati a carte blanche to take over. Everything. That's what the clampdown is all about, Zoe. Wati Corp controls the syndicate. They want people off the streets, locked up at home. They want us to always be connected to dream machines. They want us hopelessly addicted to dream time. In order to pull that off, they've bought everyone. The Alliance, European Dawn, Unity, Uminska. The only party that's not in their pockets at this point is Manifesto. And what can they accomplish? They're powerless. I didn't want to get you involved, but I desperately need your help. We need to expose this to the world. But first, I need to confront Leia Uminska. I need to look her in the eye and ask if she knew. I still can't believe she's involved. There must be some other explanation. I trusted her. If you receive this message, then something probably went very wrong, and I'm gone. Please, take this recording and the data to the hand as soon as possible. I've left a copy of my findings somewhere safe. Remember where we ended up that first day? That's where you'll find it. Good luck, Zoe.
All right. Well,
I kind of like that scene. Like, I like how she just sort of slumps down and watches the
Yeah.
recording. Although she does have kind of a
I'm
blank
unavailable
face.
right now, but I'll message you or ring you back as soon as
I'm
I
kind
can.
of noticing
Please
that
call
the
me, Reza.
like,
It's
facial
urgent.
expressions are just a little I mean, I'm not an animator, so I don't know how I would
What's
improve it,
going on?
but they're just sort
I'm
of...
sorry, Nella, but I really need your help. Can you come meet me?
Actually, I was just about to call you and ask you a favor. Where are you?
Unity Campaign Headquarters. Please come right away.
On my way, Zoe. Just stay where you are.
Okay.
Zozo, what's the matter?
It's Baruti. He's dead. He's been shot. He's in there.
What?
He left me a message. It went straight to my iris. I think he knew that someone was going to...
Yeah, I think some of that...
Wait here.
It doesn't help you get games like Horizon Zero Dawn.
We need to leave, right now.
But shouldn't we
some of
call
those
it
games
into...
And end up in a
recently
syndicate interrogation room?
really
Bad
kind of pushed
idea,
the bar
I'd say.
on facial animation.
But we can't
and
just
expression.
leave him in there like that.
Yeah. Although, you know, I will
Spam,
say
Zozo.
every
Don't
time
be
that
stupid.
I
You can't
have
stay
started
here.
this game up
Find a
after a
public
period
terminal,
of
send an
being away
anonymous
from
tip
it,
to
it
Europolice,
impresses me in terms of, you
and
know,
then
the
go
animation
home.
of her walking,
Okay.
you know, the hero...
Okay, yeah, that
you know, the animations for the
makes
primary
sense.
characters,
Look,
the lighting, you
I'm
know, look at
sorry.
that trash
I
can
have
back
to
there that's
run.
glowing.
There's
I
something
mean,
I
it
need to...
is generally really well
Can
done,
you
and
do
I
me a
think if
favor?
there's, you know,
I was actually about to call
maybe
you
less
when you
animation
rang.
on the faces or
I
whatever.
need you to keep this safe
whatever.
for me, just for a little while.
Yeah.
What is it?
Something personal. I don't want to lose it, and I don't want anyone to... Just keep it safe, please.
Okay. What's going on, Nella? Are you okay?
Am I okay? I just walked in on a corpse. I'm fine. I can't imagine what you're feeling right now, but I really need to go. Will you be okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be okay.
Good. And remember, don't stay here. Bye, Zoe.
What's going on with her? Something's not right. I need to make sure she's okay.
Alright, so now we're tailing Nilla. With her white box full of probably like donuts or something.
People parts.
Ah.
Avoid unsavory company. Avoid any unauthorized congregations. Demonstrations are a tool for terrorists. Avoid demonstrations.
Not obvious at all. Super incognito, Zoe. Look, stealth mode.
Yeah, just
super stealth mode. I'll just blend in with these guys. Hey guys, how's it going? What's for lunch? That was a little Assassin's Creed action there. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I got the reference.
Oh, honestly, for a minute, I thought that was her. Kind of like lost track. It's been a long week, y'all. And it's Monday.
It is Monday. Hooray for Monday! Wait, is that what you were? Is that where you're going with that?
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah, I super felt like she was gonna like turn us in or something. Is that happening? I feel like that's happening. Look, hide behind this post. No, just being inconspicuous by this bright pink glowing sign.
Stay inside. Stay in touch with your body dream machines. The streets are dangerous. Avoid the streets. Crowds are unsafe.
Should just stop for a cigarette, seriously. Inconspicuous.
Go get her.
Hold shift to run? What do I do now?
Chase her.
I'm holding
Or
shift to
run
run.
the other way.
Run the other way, eh?
I kind of started running before, and then I was like, I don't like this.
Nope. We were supposed to run for her, apparently.
Nope.
Oh! I see. I thought it was another data thing. It was a bomb. Well, I did not expect that, that's for sure.
No. She was the only one who made that meat substitute that we liked.
Oh yeah, the sausages that gave everyone diarrhea.
I mean, we kind of like the diarrhea.
She does say, it's always raining in that house. So, all right. So end of book 2. So, you know, we'll kind of wrap up and go through. I believe it shows us our choices kind of right away. So let's see what we got here. Kian Alvane. The fate of the collaborator will have consequences in the future. Okay, so we found the right guy.
Nice.
67%.
That's not bad. I mean, people should be doing better though. Like, come on, general public. Let's
caught the arrow. So let me just put it this way. An entire third of the people that played this game weren't good enough at video games to catch that arrow. That's what happened.
I didn't, and I can't remember exactly why. Like, something weird happened with my mouse right at that moment, or something weird happened and I didn't get it, and I was so mad.
That is quite an excuse. All right. She may have had her reasons for betraying the resistance, and I played a part in her betrayal, but she must still pay for her crimes. So only 8% of people turned her in. That is super surprising to me. But we did it because we.
I didn't, but it just doesn't make sense the way they. I don't know. I think the 8% is probably the correct, narratively correct.
I kind of look at it this way. It's not like they're gonna. I mean, I don't know. Like, they gave me a second chance. This guy is.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly my point. Like, the guy who actually did the thing is like, oh yeah, you're our hero, and by the way, you tortured people, but I guess it's okay. And with her, they're like, well, she was trying to like be good and to help April, but
I don't know. All right, Zoe. I didn't know. What is this Zoe Maya stuff? Until I recall what happened to me before the coma, I won't be able to move on. It won't be easy, but I will work hard to remember. 85%. Memories will continue to haunt you, and in the next book, this path will come to an inevitable conclusion. Baruti asked me to investigate the campaign. It's up to him what to do with the data. Your decision has already had consequences. There are more to come. Yeah, so he's dead. So, you know what? 75% of people, I bet Baruti lived in their game. But, no, not so much in ours. He is dead. Anna ambushed me, but I couldn't simply reject her. Oh, yeah. 72% of people went in. 71% of people went in for the kiss. That's right.
Kian is gay.
He might be.
He actually is.
He is the apostle. How do you justify torture? I mean, what oath? When did we make an oath? I don't remember making an oath.
There was an oath somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, that'll continue to affect our relationship with the other rebels. The blue guy likes us a little more now.
Mm-hmm. Love that blue guy.
Perhaps that officer could have been an asset. Wow, only 25% of people killed him.
I killed that guy dead. That's the right answer.
He's dead. That guy, I feel like we did the right thing. All right, so end of book 2. Quite a long book in this game. I'm kind of reading in chat that it's probably the longest. I actually don't want to do this.
Dreamfall Chapters, the longest book.
The longest book journey.
Chapters
2. Interlude. Dreamfall. But no, thank you everyone for joining us here on the Game Bytes show for yet another special continuing episode of our Dreamfall Chapters playthrough. I'm really enjoying it. It's fun to kind of talk through games like this as you play them, I think. And a lot of times, if I play narrative-based games, I don't necessarily pay as much attention to, so it's definitely fun for me to kind of have a sounding board with our Twitch chat going off here. It's kind of crazy, the amount of discussion going on about the game and about our decisions in real time, which you don't see on the screen, but you should join us on twitch.tv/GameByteShow. Subscribe to our feed so you can get those sweet notifications when we go live, and you can join us next time. Every Monday we stream right here on the Game Bytes show. And then I will break these episodes up into 30-ish minute chunks and push them over to YouTube. You can actually catch up on all of our backlog episodes for Dreamfall Chapters if you've missed them. I think it's up to episode 15 or 16 or so. So a couple hours of entertainment there if you want to catch up and kind of see the story as it's unfolded and hear our discussion as we go through the game. And
endangered children and everything.
That's right. There's blue kids. There's that doe-eyed girl with her quips. We actually play a baby. You should check out the baby episode.
Love that baby.
You definitely want to check out the episodes of our audio podcast, of which there's about 40 billion, because we do them twice a week, and we've been doing it for a few years now. So head over to GameByteShow.com and subscribe to that RSS feed. Look it up on iTunes. Listen to it right there on the web. I'm not your boss. You can do whatever you want. But as long as you are listening to the Game Bytes show, then you're all good in our book.
Just don't pirate that podcast.
That's right. We have families.
If you put it on Napster, you're worse than the apostle.
The Napsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you. And also feel free to join in on the conversation over on Twitter. You can find us collectively, by which mostly is just Jeremy, but collectively over at Game Bytes Show. You can find myself individually at red_I.
Sometimes I mix up the tweets and tweet either at Jeremy_Lamont or at Game Bytes Show. It just depends on if I'm paying attention. You can also find our other podcasting compatriots. Legrand Jolly is at Legrand, Legrande, and Dale Jones is at Count Elmdor.
That's right. You also should definitely join our Discord. Yet another great community sharing tool that we like to use to talk about things like our Final Fantasy game club, game club. Yeah.
Game book club thing.
Whatever. Final Fantasy 15. We're actually just wrapping that up.
In fact, it is wrapped up as of now, so we can go ahead and announce. I think we talked about it on the podcast, but now might not be a bad time to mention the next game club that's starting up as of tonight.
Ish now, right away. So yeah, we're going to start playing Hellblade. Senua's
Sacrifice.
Senua, is that how you say it? Senua?
Yeah, Senua. Mm-hmm.
Senua?
Something like that.
Yeah, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Pretty interesting little game, we've heard. Speaking of narrative-driven stories that have, kind of a reduced budget.
Absolutely. It's very comparable to something like in the Dreamfall Chapters, except instead of being episodic, it's like one chunk.
One big shebang.
They say half a AAA game for half the price.
That's right. And so we're going to start playing that. We'll start talking about it in Discord. You should join in the conversation. If you have the game and have played it or haven't played it, join and play with us and join the conversation in that manner.
We'd love to have you.
A lot of fun. So definitely check out our Discord and do all those other things. And join us next week for the continuation of Dreamfall Chapters. Thanks everyone for joining us.
See ya.
Bye.